Hi there, and thank you for checking out the Zol Flyer Mark II. This is an unlock level 12, tier 3 small vessel, which is best suited to the role of a looter shooter, as it were. You can hit up some POIs in this thing. It is shielded, and it comes armed with 4 GATs and 4 rocket launchers. Basic weaponry, but it certainly gets the job done. It's pretty mobile. It also has minigun turrets on the side, so that it can defend itself whilst you're actually exploring that POI, which is something that has come to annoy us all at some point where we have to run back up because we see a drone coming on the screen. Well, no more. No more do we do that. So the Mark I over here, basically this version has a warp drive, but the modern game of Empyrion kind of renders SVs with warp drives a little more redundant due to the fact that you need a capital vessel to explore different systems. So I decided to give it a little rework, and this is what I've come up with. So as no more warp drive means we can have the 2 minigun turrets, we can also have a lot more storage, whilst the 2 container controllers only add up to 2,500 SU. In the original Zolfire, this version here gives us over 4,000. It also gives us a much bigger ammo space as well, and it's also got your O2 station at the back, and also in here there is an armor locker somewhere, but you can only really access it through this screen here. Obviously you've got your wireless and your detector as well. So how well does this thing perform? Well, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not some flashy fighter, but it is nippy. It's very quick, very agile. The roll is the only thing that's a little bit low, but that's not necessarily a big deal because the strafing capabilities are fairly strong on it. It does turn as well, very quickly as well. So, as you can see here. And I've used a variation of this vessel in every playthrough I've basically done. Obviously it's always been the Zol Flyer, the Mark I, and now this time I use the Mark II, as it's just a little bit more fitting for the modern game of Empyrion. So the costs of the vessel also won't set you back too much either. This is unlock level 12, and at that point you're probably still in the early game. So if we actually go down to the old Mark II here, obviously you're going to need the small optronic bridges, but beyond that you've only got 8 Arestrum, 8 Sascosium. You should be able to find that relatively easy at some point early on. And then these are in fairly small quantities, nothing going over 600. Your basic resources. I mean, the titanium rods you can probably get from POIs as well. The neodymium, you'll have to find a thruster or 2 for that one, but it is relatively inexpensive, and you can probably get that back from all the POIs that you can loot in this thing. So if you like it, do give it a subscribe and a go for yourself in your own playthrough. I doubt you'll regret it. Just make sure you keep an eye on the shields at all time, because it is only a thin layer of hardened steel protecting everything on the inside essentially. That's it there, 125 all around basically. So yeah, do keep an eye on the shields. But yeah, it can take a hit or 2, but beyond that you could be in trouble. Everything on the inside is spread out though, so even if you do lose a section of it, you should still function well. The core itself is somewhere in the middle of the heart of it there. Anyway, there it is, the Zol Flyer Mark II. If you like it, be sure to give it a subscribe and a go in your own playthrough.